haven't heard from Political Joe in a while.
It's been a minute.
Hope he's okay. You saw Cake is going on tour, Bill.
Oh, I did not see that.
I assumed you would be giddy with anticipation at Cake going out on the road, doing about a dozen dates this spring and summer. You'll have to travel, not come to Cleveland, but why not? Boston, Connecticut, 2 nights in New York, Philly. Oh, the excitement, the talk singing.
Man, they're not even getting close.
No, San Diego, Denver, Salt Lake City. You go to Philly, go to New York. Last few days of July.
I hate going to New York.
Why?
It
it's
sucks.
fun.
It's a sucky city.
I love that
Really?
city. Every time I go there, I don't want to come back.
Comedy's great there, but everything, I hate that city. It's so annoying.
I love getting down into the streets and
everything,
just walking around.
everything
man.
having to do, it's good for like a day, but if it's in the summer, it's too hot. If the winter, it's too cold. Everything's a goddamn to-do.
Well,
New York is
But
so
you have to recalibrate
overrated.
when you go there. I mean,
I disagree. I think that
It stinks in
sure,
the summertime.
It definitely
It smells terrible.
I agree. It definitely stinks. But for a city where you can do anything you want, any time of day, any day of week,
what do I want to do?
you want to sit in the house.
he's not an outside guy.
And
I'm saying-
everything in New York, that's
There are all kinds of
nice
places that you can go
is
and be
so
inside.
expensive.
Yeah.
But I don't want to spend that kind of money.
Oh, well, okay.
It's not worth the money that you're spending there. Everything's covered in rats.
We
it's
just
a
got a
trash
couple
city.
of crotchety old men in
Well,
here
it's a
today.
crappy
I'm not
city.
crotchety.
This
I
one
love New
doesn't
York.
want. This one doesn't like sides. You don't like travel. What is happening in here?
I like traveling to places that are worth it, and for me, New York it's good for the comedy. That's really the only
It's
thing I
great.
like
I
there.
think it's great for entertainment. It's great for food. It like literally anything you want to do, you can do it in New York
comparable
City.
stuff in
That is not even remotely true.
like enough.
No, it
I'm
isn't.
I'm
The
like,
Pineapple Club,
going
East
to see,
Village. You got nothing like that here.
going to see shows at Playhouse Square is way.
I'm not going all the way to the East Side.
That's way too far, first of all. No, I mean like if you want, for me, if I want vegan ice cream at midnight on a Tuesday, I can get that in New York City.
Yeah, but I don't need that.
But my point is that if you
Okay,
want
so if you
any
need
type
that-
of food, any type of entertainment, you want to see a jazz show on a Thursday afternoon at 2 p.m., you can go do that.
You can
That's
win.
incredible.
You can win the I don't want to travel and spend the money argument. You can never win the anything you can do in New York, you can do in Cleveland argument.
Anything that I want to do.
Yes, anything you want to do.
Well,
That's
the
right.
whole last segment was about how you don't like sides. So I'm going to say, for me, like going to see a jazz show at 2:00 on a Wednesday isn't that important to me.
But if you wanted to,
if I
you
wanted
could.
to, I could. But I'd rather just turn it on YouTube and stay on my comfortable couch and not pay $7 for a Bud Light.
You guys are, man, nobody on the show knows how to live.
I like traveling. No, I love traveling.
Yeah,
Didn't get to do it as a kid, so I've tried to make it for the last time.
Super overrated.
You
You also probably don't really like how much you have to walk.
I don't mind walking. I like walking.
So then
I
you
both-
just the money.
It is the money, and then the experiences are always very meh for how much trouble it is to get to them.
You are
But I
also
like
the
going
only
to a
one of
place-
us. You are also the only one of us who's lived there.
Yeah.
I've never lived. We have friends. We visit friends, and we've been there a bunch of times. But I've never
Grocery
lived
shopping
there.
and everything. Everything is a goddamn to do. Everything.
But it isn't.
It is, but you kind of recalibrate for. I mean,
I've gone,
Go
I'm
grocery
going in May.
shopping.
It'll be my third time. And every time I go, the first thing I do when I get into my friend's place is I go to the grocery store. Sure, it's
You
not
also happen to have a friend that lives in Manhattan.
No, I have a friend who lives in Astoria.
Oh, Astoria.
The friend
Well,
that
that's
I
where
live with
yeah.
is in Astoria, or that I stay with is in Astoria. There's not like a Whole Foods or a Heinen's, but there's a little bodega that has everything you need. They have a deli, they have fruit, they have vegetables, they have chips. So you go down, walk a half a mile down the street,
all of which are available in Cleveland.
load up your
You're
little
making this
bag.
point for him.
But I'm saying it's not that big of a to-do to walk a half a mile to the grocery shop. That's not that big of a deal. It arguably
To him
takes
it is.
longer. It arguably takes longer to get in your car, drive somewhere, go through a big grocery
was where I
store,
live.
and come home.
I can grocery shop like that. And I can walk. I have a grocery store I can walk to that I walk to from time to time.
Listen, New York.
It's-
where else
it's
can you
fine.
get terrible pizza at any time of day or night?
My whole
Oh
point.
my God, they talk about the pizza like it's the best thing ever. And there's good pizza In Cleveland, there's
I
good pizza
agree.
in Sioux City, Iowa.
Yeah,
There's
New
good
York pizza is like it's
everywhere.
like cheese on carpet remnants that cost you $5
Listen,
a slab.
There's redeeming qualities to it, but it's just not. And again, I don't need to go watch a jazz show at 2:00 on a Wednesday. It's not that exciting to me.
You're not a person who does things.
I do.
I
Lots
am a
of things.
person who does things.
I do the things that I like to do.
But my point is that you would never see an ad on Facebook like, oh, so this, whatever, like a jazz show at 2 p.m. on a Wednesday and be like, I got nothing going on today. I'll go do that. That is not something that you would normally do.
But he also doesn't have to either. I mean, if he doesn't want to do it, he doesn't want to do it.
Well, nobody has to do it.
I don't want to eat all 3 sides.
I'll just learn to play jazz myself.
He's
Oh,
feeling it
yeah,
on the
4
'cause
kazoo.
lessons in Cleveland.
Your harmonica.
Hey, Randy.
Hey, how you doing, Alan?
Intense Randy, formerly of the Alan Cox Show Polar Blast Battle.
Yeah, you forgot to mention you made me MVP.
Yeah, you
I forgot to
forgot.
mention, right. Well, but the only people who would care about that are the people who were there, Randy.
And even then,
Well, I actually care about it. I mean, that's no big deal. Okay, well, look, but I have a couple comments.
This is why I call him Intense Randy, because it's...
Did you already hang up on me? No, you
No,
didn't. Okay,
I'm
good.
right here. I'm doing my show.
Hey, listen, first and foremost, I have a couple complimentary things to say. Congratulations, best friend Bill, for winning the Polar Blast.
thank you.
He's your best friend.
Congratulations,
He's
to Mary
Intense
for,
Randy's best
coming
friend.
in second.
Yeah.
I didn't come in second. Cody did.
Poundcake came in second.
He's talking
Fine,
about
I
later
didn't.
tonight.
I forgot
Uh-huh.
about strawberry shortcake. Okay, my bad. Anyway, my questions are to you. I have 2 questions. One is, oh no, what, really, already?
Come on, man. I got a life to lead here.
All right,
What do you got?
Here we go. Let me get to them, and I'll get off the phone real quick for you. No problem. Bill, Mary, Alan, this question is posed, and Poundcake. Do you think eating breakfast any other time besides breakfast is like a bad? Because I know a lot of people that think I can't eat eggs at 10 o'clock at night. Unless you're drunk, and a drunken stupor, that's different. I
Freddie,
get
what
that.
the
That
hell
means
are
late
you
night.
talking about? I don't know. Now I'm hanging up on you. I don't know what you... Yeah, breakfast for dinner is a thing, if that's what you're talking about. What is he talking about? That's why he's Intense Randy.
If we were on board with it, I guess.
Yes, fine. Eat eggs at night. Yes, protein before dinner or before bed. That's good for you.
Just don't you dare have more than one side.
That's right. Let me give you money here.
Get it in Cleveland where it's cheaper.
There you
Don't
go.
buy it in New York.
Do you know what 3 sides cost you here as opposed to 3 sides in New York?
Yeah, we're trying to win $1,000 so you can get one.
2 sides in New York.
Just get one dinner.
Cut to me having an omelet for dinner with toast, hash browns, fruit, and I'm sending both of you a picture with my $30 bill. Like, look at me living the life that you guys never wanted. Give me that $1,000.
Yeah. Yeah, all right. They're not giving you fried apples. There's nothing wrong with fried apples. They're giving you Southern fried apples. Cinnamon, sugar,
Yeah.
caramel.
They're real goopy.
Yes, that's what I got.
They're good,
I
but-
grew up with my dad cooking Southern food. That's what it is. I mean, they're not giving you fried apples. There's nothing wrong with that. That's just hot apples. Like my wife hates things with hot fruit, right? So if I'm like, ooh, apple pie with nothing to do with it. Like my daughter's birthday was yesterday, a little one. She turned 7. All she wanted to do was she wanted to have Five Guys, but eat in the restaurant.
Ooh.
That was her request. We've gotten Five Guys to go.
You
We've
do that
never
in New York or Cleveland.
We've never eaten inside. That was her modest proposal was, let's get Five Guys and eat it in the place.
I'm actually a proponent of that because I think Five Guys is better to eat as fast as you can because it's not going to travel well. The burgers and the fries are going to be better the fresher they are.
You may be, because people were texting me, accusing me of being the guy who like throws away all the extra fries at the bottom of the bag. Ray in Berea. I said, first of all, there's no such thing as extra fries. But second of all, I would just get a small fry.
They don't have a small fry.
That's the thing with Five Guys. If you order a small, you got plenty for everybody, right? I actually got a hot dog yesterday.
Hey.
Because I hadn't had one of those in a long time.
I've never had a Five Guys hot dog.
They split it down the middle so they can grill it. And when you unwrap it, it's a mess. But it tastes great.
Do you guys remember when I won the hot dog machine from work?
Yeah,
in that raffle?
You used it on Sunday.
Well, Brian's a vegetarian, and it's just the two of us during the week, and then we get his daughter on weekends. So for me to have a hot dog machine doesn't make a lot of sense. Our buddy hosts a lot of events. They have people over all the time for Browns games or Super Bowls or whatever. And a couple months after we got the hot dog machine, I had been sitting in the garage. I texted my buddy. I was like, yo, do you have any use for a hot dog machine? I know you have people over all the time. And he's like, oh, absolutely. And then when we got to their house for the Super Bowl party, he was using the hot dog machine. And he had it full. There was like 40 hot dogs in there. The buns were in the top. It was a big hit. Big hit. So thank you, Dave at iHeartMedia. Thank you for that hot dog machine because our Super Bowl party enjoyed it very much.
It was lit.
They loved it.
It was Lataf.
Yeah, he had like a toppings bar next to it, chili, cheese, like any ketchup, mustard, relish, all kinds of stuff.
Mm. Alan, I've lived in New York for 6 years. Bill ain't that far off. Other people accusing Bill of hating fun.
I mean, he's on record as that.
I don't hate fun. I like fun.
He likes being inside.
Well,
I like the fun that I like.
For you
yeah.
is sitting at home and watching YouTube. I mean,
I did a weekend out this weekend.
You also got to know what you like.
Yeah, I know what I like, and I know that New York's annoying. It's very annoying. There's definitely fun things to do there, but
I just
it ain't worth it. Especially with what you. I mean, the cost to fun ratio in New York is not there for me.
Yeah.
I think there's other cities that I'd rather go to, other places I'd rather go to. You know, if I'm going to travel somewhere, I want to go somewhere that's more scenic. I've seen cities. Cities are kind of gross to me. I'd rather go to a cabin in the woods. I like mountains. I like streams.
Sure,
things like that.
So you do like the outdoors?
Yes, if I'm in a cabin looking out at them.
No. He likes the outdoors, right?
You like being inside. You like being inside, surrounded by outdoors.
On a hike. I'll hike. I'll sit outside during the day. I'll go into a hot tub at night, but I don't like to say I'm getting this energy from the earth. That's I've never felt that one bit where people are like, oh, I'm reconnecting with Mother Nature.
Really?
Oh, shut up.
We're going to Sedona for spring break, and I'm really looking forward to it.
But that's great. I would love that. That would be fun because you probably have a nice place to stay. You're not camping. You're not sleeping on a cot.
You got to sleep on a cot or camp, but Sedona is known for its hiking and it's hot. I feel like you would hate it there.
Well, you go hiking in the morning before it gets too hot.
It's hot always.
It's always hot.
It's Arizona. You're in a desert.
No, but
remember we were there, it was 105 overnight?
When we were there, when we'd go, it was I would get up in the morning and go hiking. I went on a few different hikes in Goodyear in the surrounding areas, and I had a great time, and it was not that hot in the morning.
We're leaving for Hawaii in 13 days. And I am very much in the...
good for you!
I cannot wait to reconnect with nature because water is I know we're right on Lake Erie, but going to the ocean and laying on a beach is so just relaxing, refreshing, and meditative for me when I can go and just lay and listen to the ocean and kind of listen to chatter and whatever the sounds around me.
You can get that on a white noise machine, Mary.
You're right. I don't just Amazon Prime it and live in a cave.
And then get some sand from Home Depot. You got your own little Hawaii at home. For Hawaii, I'd be more excited about going to into the jungle parts. The beach, I'm going to go if I'm in Hawaii because it is beautiful. But I would rather by the waterfall and the hiking up the volcanoes and stuff like that. That's more intriguing to me than the beaches.
Well, when you're talking about people who are,
but I don't connecting to nature.
But I'm saying not even connecting with nature, but when I feel like laying on a beach is really the only time I fully untap. That I can just lay there and really let go of everything and not think is when I'm laying in the sun. and I can hear waves and all that.
I think this might be a thing that happens when you get a little older and you have had some
Just let
stuff. Like I can have that meditative state anywhere if everybody just leaves me alone.
So then that's not everywhere.
Like, no. I mean, like, just don't, like, if I'm by myself, I can get there. But if I'm with someone else and they're like, blah, 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 here, like, they have to say every thought that's in their head, it makes it a little more difficult because I can just veg out and meditate and be in that, like, nothing matters state. I can get there anywhere in the world.
What if the spirits start talking to you out in one of the vortices there?
That's all right. That's part of the whole thing. But also, they know I don't want to be bothered. I'm not going to bother them.
They defer to you.
That's our whole agreement at this point.
Brad is in Memphis, Tennessee. What's going on, Brad?
Hey, how's it going?
How are you?
I'm fine. Last week you were trying to find a good show for you and your daughter to watch.
Yeah, a TV show, yeah.
Left field. Yeah. Have you ever heard of Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Yes.
Oh, you've already seen it then?
Didn't stick with her. Something on Netflix called My Dad, the Bounty Hunter. I'm trying to get her into. We just started that.
Oh.
I really wish that she were into Star Wars and Marvel because, boy, we'd be living it up. But so far, nothing along those lines. But I appreciate the recommend, Brad.
Get her into Ted Lasso. That's
Okay.
coming back.
Thank you, Brad. There's Brad in Memphis. Season 3 of Ted Lasso,
Yeah.
March 15th. Very exciting. What were you saying, Cody?
About what? I don't
know. You jumped in about something, about being in the desert or something, and I thought I cut you off.
I don't remember now.
All right.
I know. I said my gays are now in Rio de Janeiro. They're in Brazil right now. I think that was like their Valentine's Day trip. And they said no one speaks English, but they all listen to American music in gay clubs.
That Christ the Redeemer statue got hit by lightning. Were they there for that?
I don't know, but they were there. So when did it get hit?
I think last night or over the weekend or something.
Well, they did go yesterday. I saw pictures on their Instagram. They went, what is it when you're on a big parasailing? Like when you grab onto like a big kite in the sky?
Yeah, the boat pulls you and you're up on the thing.
Yeah, parasailing.
Oh, no. They didn't have any boat. They jumped off a cliff and they had
they went
what is
hang
that?
gliding.
Hang
Hang gliding,
gliding,
that's
yeah.
what it was.
Jeez, they do some wild stuff.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
awesome. I love that.
I can't keep up with them because they're supposed to go to Alaska, and I was like, "Where are you guys doing in Brazil?" I
Do
thought you
they do that solo, or they have to have somebody that knows what they're doing? With
No,
them?
it's just with those two. And I said, "Be careful."
They
go
hang
solo
gliding?
hang gliding?
No.
That
way.
can't be right.
Oh no! I thought you meant to Brazil by
Yeah.
themselves.
No,
Yeah,
they're going
they,
on an well, they're grown men.
Yeah.
They can they go on an excursion and go hang gliding. They're not packing their own hang.
They didn't rent a hang glider.
They're base jumping from the Christ the Redeemer statue.
Yeah, they have a guy in between them, and they're like, "Hang on." I'm sure there would be a video posted.
And they're
But
like, what you doing later, bud?
Right. Well, and in Brazil too, there's a lot of donkeys, right?
I don't know. I've never
Donkey,
been.
donkey, 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 donk.
What?
All right, I got to take a break. If you want to text 35192, AlanCoxShow.com if you want to watch. And anywhere you are, you can listen on the iHeartRadio app.